Beardos, weirdos, bozgools, how you all doing? I'm in trouble again. Apparently, I've been using slurs. When I saw this comment, I was like, what? Stop using the M slur. Like, the M slur? What M slur? So I googled it, and it was related to little people, and I'm like, I wouldn't mock somebody's disability. What the hell are you on about, woman? And gave it a bit of a tongue lashing. Don't accuse me of being insensitive to disabilities and stuff. That's not against. She was like, are you stupid? That's not what I meant. I'm like, well, you said the M. I didn't even know it was a slur, but I've never used it. And it turns out the word is moron. Moron is now actually a slur. Who knew? Yeah, I've been using the word for years, and apparently now moron is a slur. So is idiot. Can't call people idiots anymore. Moron and idiot are slurs. And if you consistently call people a moron or an idiot, it can be seen as bullying. What? So, I'll give some examples. If a guy in the same pair of shorts for 5 years, pretends his house is haunted, gets thoughts, praise and hopes and money and ad revenue and gifts and donations, and slowly extends his house based off a lie, upgrades his shit caravan to a very nice motorhome and all of these bizarre things, and I keep saying the word idiot, I could get in trouble for that. Freedom of speech is fucked. Now, the people I would call morons were the guys with the spirit boxes that were waiting one day until a dead celebrity, you know, they may have made it to the funeral home by this point, and people are doing spirit boxes and calling them a moron could get me in trouble. I call out some of the most morally bankrupt people on the internet, specifically the most morally bankrupt people on the YouTube platform in regards to the paranormal. Calling those people idiots and morons can get me in trouble. What? There are channels so much bigger than mine that use words that I don't. Something that rhymes with regarded. I wouldn't use that term because, you know, I know that that is a term that isn't appropriate in society and YouTube don't like it. I had no idea that such words as moron and idiot were not allowed in direct relation to calling somebody them. What is going on in the world? What is going on in the world where morally bankrupt people that are grifting, absolutely grifting, can't get called out for it? If you do, you've got to be polite about it. Well, I refuse to be polite about it. I refuse to say things like, this man may be lacking in some intelligence. I can only surmise. Instead, I can say this fucking idiotic tit is conning you, conning them, conning... I'm not changing my ways. I'm not. I'm 44 years old, and I have been called far worse in my own comment section, and 9 times out of 10, I laugh at it. I get comments about my weight, my own audience pull me apart on my live streams. It's in banter and fun. I can have some banter and I can have some fun at the expense of a bunch of liars and grifters, and I can keep my conscience clean doing it. I have no qualms about calling these assholes names. I never will have. I understand about online bullying and I understand about people's feelings and stuff, but I don't consider these people's feelings. I really don't. If you're gonna go out this, you know, the worst of the worst, the ITC channels, the people that never leave their own houses, convince the world that they're under attack and earn a fuckload of money off it, then no, I'm not sugarcoating stuff with them. I really don't like the way the world is going. I grew up in the 80s kids, a little bit tougher. You know, you've seen the meme where a guy walks through a door, kid from the 80s, bang, and then nothing. Kid from the 90s, bang, ow. Kid from the 2000s, bang, oh. And then the last one walks in, kid from the 2010s, bang, my vagina hurts. I laugh at stuff like that. I'm not offended by that. And to be fair, if somebody wanted to call me out for 80s kids not being as tough as 70s kids or 60s kids or 50s kids, have at it. They were built different. And it's like, oh yeah, you call people this, you call people that. Well, yeah, I do. Scammers. Fuck them. And I see other people saying things like, oh yeah, some debunkers are going too far. Some debunkers shouldn't be saying this, shouldn't be saying that. And then you watch them on their live streams and the things that leave their mouths are things I wouldn't say in a million years. And I'm like, double standards much? You know, if I was to do a flat earth video calling out one of those lunatics, and I called them a moron or an idiot, would that be as offensive because you'd probably agree with it? Are these terms just offensive to some people with skin like tissue paper, or are they offensive I don't know. Well, the person had to go with me said they were young and disabled, and I'm like, right, plenty of young disabled people. Don't mind the word moron. They use it themselves. If you are offended by me calling people morons, I'm not actually being horrible. I'm actually calling them a carrot, because the Welsh for carrot is in fact moron. So from this point forward, I'm not calling people stupid. Calling them carrots. I'm not. These people are fucking stupid. And then the more I've delved into it, you can't call people stupid. You can have an opinion that somebody's stupid, but you can't say they are stupid. Oh. If somebody is trying to convince you, part with your hard-earned cash, because their home is haunted, and they make a rookie mistake in editing, surely it's fine to call that person stupid. No wonder people are going to Rumble. Now, does that mean I will be minding my P's and Q's? No. If people are being stupid, they're being stupid. I have to put a disclaimer at the beginning of all of my videos. The term moron, idiot, stupid, wanker, and all of these things are my opinion only, and not matter of fact, in case somebody with tissue paper thin skin gets offended by me. How do you people go through life because you're going to get offended no matter which way you look? True story. Are you the type of person that would go to a comedy show? Imagine somebody like this watching Ricky Gervais. It's a comedy show. It's an extension of their personality. It's their thoughts, but amplified. A lot of the time on this channel, it's my thoughts, but amplified, because I like to make people laugh. And if saying the word moron makes people laugh, so be it. So if you are offended by me calling not you a moron, if you're offended that I've called somebody that's scamming people a moron, don't watch, because it's not going to stop. I've also had a little bit of backlash about my Warren's short videos. People are upset that I am mocking the dead. Now, those shorts have been very, very tame. I have looked at specific things that the Warrens did, and I have said exactly what the truth is about those matters. I haven't gone too hard yet. I will. And the same sort of ruling applies to that. Just because they are dead does not mean that they will get any more respect from me as when they were alive. In my opinion, they were scam artists when they were alive, and they are scam artists when they are dead. Nobody's going to look at that guy from Germany in the 40s and be like, he's dead, you can't insult him. Yes, you can. Have at it. Wasn't a good person. Ed Warren wasn't a good person. Lorraine Warren standing by and letting that happen. Not a good person. So if I want to shit talk somebody that has irreparably damaged the field that I love, the paranormal, I'm going to do it. I'm sorry, but rumour has it he was allegedly stripping his 15-year-old babysitter. And I'm only saying allegedly because I've got to, because it's pretty much fact. It's out there. Go and look it up. She still thinks that she was in a loving relationship with him. So if you're offended, it'll take the piss out of morally bankrupt people after they've passed. Tough titties, as my mother would say. They shit people in life, they shit people in death, and nothing is going to change that. Ooh, controversy. It's not like I can harass the dead, is it? Where's my Ouija board? I'm going to try and call Ed and Lorraine now. Are you there? You're too old. Fuck off, Beardo. It's not like I'm calling somebody with learning difficulties a moron. That's not what I'm doing. If I did that, then fair enough. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm going at scam artists. I'm going at people trying to convince you that you can go and buy a woo-woo box and speak to the dead. And you can't. And then you're the one that's left emotionally distraught because you've believed this crap. So yes, I'll call them morons. And finally, to end, this small contingency of people saying Beardo was bent over and taken one from Cody and Satori, he's now promoting them. Where, you muppets? Where? I'm promoted them. Done nothing of the sort. They left a comment on a recent video I did about, you know, all of this nonsense that's going on, specifically from Bad to the Bone, who thinks she's a tarantula now. Well, that's about right, because you give me the fucking creeps. Joke. Perhaps that's offensive. Cody Soy left a comment on it because they have been harassed by Angelina. There's no two ways about it. For a year and a half, maybe longer, 2 years ago now, they've been harassed by Angelina. You know, there's been cases of doxing, allegedly doxing. There's been family details dragged up and posted for all to see. There's got nothing to do with toe tapping, and it's got nothing to do with the Conjuring house being purchased, and it's all gotten a bit nasty, and people are now like, yeah, look at Beardo, siding up with them because of daddy whores. So yeah, we'll show you how much I sided up with them right here, shall we? 149k views. The Conjuring rant. Project Fear, Cody Satori. Beardo gets angry. 88k views. Our response, the proof Cody and Satori faked it all. Is this, sorry, Conjuring House fake? Conjuring House debunked Sam and Colby's Conjuring House. And if we scroll down more, I'm pretty sure there is a video. Cody and Satori, they did their method again, but in the upstairs of a shed. And I called that out. And I was like, yeah, that's bullshit still. If that's me siding and promoting with them, I don't know where you've got that. Because if we go to my most recent videos, where do you see me promoting Cody and Satori? Anywhere in there? Oh yes, I am in fact friend, and yes, I am in fact friends with Jason Hawes. True, but he hasn't asked me to lay off his daughter. He hasn't asked me not to make any content on his daughter. You're talking out of your asses. The video in question was this, where I went at bad to the bone. So let's see where I sided with them, shall we? So this is apparently where I've promoted and sided with Cody and Satori. Hi there. We don't usually comment on other people's videos, but we felt that we should comment here. We come from different areas of the paranormal field, but are sharing our thoughts on a similar subject. We are baffled by Angelina's recent post. We don't even know where to start. Does she really want to know why we haven't taken actions against Beardo? That's me. And the other debunkers. Well, the main reason, she has made threats against us, broken guidelines, harassed my family, completely lied about us in the wildest of ways, and more. She doesn't even specify most of the time that her opinions and theories are that. She acts as if everything she makes up or hears is through rumour mill is fact. So there you go. How do you want me to argue with that? By saying that Angelina is correct in harassing these people? Because she's not. There's a reason I took a massive chunk of time where I never went near the Tits channel, because I don't want to be accused of harassing. Beardo's made some statements we don't necessarily agree with, and he has expressed his beliefs, theories, etc. on the method that we do. Does he believe in what we do? Absolutely not. How would you like me to argue with that? Do we have any problem with someone having a different perspective upon us? Not one bit. Has Beardo ever threatened our safety or made up wild statements like Cody might abuse Satori and make her do the method, or Cody and Satori have civil lawsuits open against them, or anything else that's completely out of the left field? Not that we have noticed. Angelina has, though. And that's a true statement. I've never done any of those things. I have questioned things that have been brought up in the past. I have absolutely pulled apart the method to a satisfactory context for myself and my audience. And I believe that what they're doing is the hammer toe or joint manipulation of the ankles, possibly. And Cody and Satori know that. Now, I have had many, many conversations with Jason Halls. We speak weekly at this point. And on occasion, Satori has walked into Jason's house while we were on a video call. And Satori has done the following. Hello, Beardo. Are people then expecting me, whilst talking to my friend, to look at his daughter walking past the frame, just being polite and saying hello, Beardo, and go, yo, bitch, you fake, your boyfriend's fake, it's all fake, how dare you, you disgust me, while I'm talking to her dad? Or do I just do, hi, Satori, and then carry on with the conversation with Jason? No, I'm not going to rip them apart when they've just walked past their dad and been polite and said, hi, Beardo. I've had people at locations that I don't particularly get along with go, hi, Beardo. I've gone, alright. It's not hard to be polite. Fuck me. Now, where did I call Cody and Satori morons? I think I probably did. They're not insulted by it. Right, as for the claims she's made against us, I don't even feel like it's worth the time to say those statements are incorrect. After watching this, it seems like the whole statement is inaccurate. Basically, everything that Angelina put in that post, or everyone, was wrong. As usual. Also, we didn't know you had such an issue with feet. If that's the case, we will think first before sending you random foot or toe pictures. Offers always open, though, you morons. Joking. Feet absolutely disgust me. Absolutely disgust me. Now, clearly that's meant as a joke. Oh, actually it says, jokes aside, I hope people will see the truth behind what's happening to you all here and everyone involved. We are glad to keep speaking up from different areas of the paranormal field. That is what people are saying is me promoting Cody and Satori. So where's my response? Appreciate the comment, you know my feelings, but no. It's never went for the family or making up stories. I looked at a claim and I called out what I saw. In fact, my second interaction with you, you took on board things I'd said because it wasn't screaming, shouting and bullshit. I'll tell you who's the moron in this statement? Me. Look at that grammar, spelling and word placement. What a knob. The fact she came after your family is sick. Nicely put. Total respect. Respect. This isn't us promoting Cody and Satori. This is people respecting that despite after everything I've said about Cody and Satori and the method, that they have actually come to the defense of people that Angelina is calling out. And what? You come from the fake side of the paranormal. Whispers the afterlife, do you have to? But he's allowed that opinion. He is absolutely allowed that opinion because, I mean, I agree with it. How rude and unnecessary, it's not a discussion or issue here. You should be ashamed. Bobby Tupper guy is one of the people saying that I've sold out to Cody and Satori because I haven't just been rude. There was no need to be rude. They could have just kept completely out of it, whereas instead of that, they saw there was an issue with what Angelina was saying about numerous creators that have called Cody and Satori out and said, we've had the same experience and we don't all like each other. You have our support in that matter. If that's promoting them, then so be it. If remaining polite to people that have never copyright struck me, copyright claimed me, privacy claimed me, or gone to bigger creators, then gone to YouTube and gone, hey, this guy's a little shady. He's called me things I don't like. Set him up. So no, I haven't sold out to Cody and Satori. I was polite while they were being polite. It's easy to do. If the tit actually said, can you stop calling me a tit publicly? I'd be like, yeah, alright, no worries. He was like, can you stop calling me a moron? I'd be like, yeah, alright, sorry. He said, could you stop calling me an idiot? I'd be like, alright, fine, fair enough. Because after that point, if I keep doing it, then I am harassing or bullying. But he's never asked me to stop. He's never done anything other than wind me up with things like, the lion does not concern itself with its prey. It's part of the game for him as well, because every time I make a video on him, his views inflate. He knows that. Why he stopped using copyright, I think. He's happy for the views, and even when he did do copyright, he only claimed it. He was happy for my video to remain as long as he earned money off it. The tit earns money every time I say he's a tit. So yeah, Wednesday video or Thursday video, whatever day I put this out, just random shite on the internet. The world's lost its fucking mind. I'm getting shit for insulting people with phrases that have been used for fucking millennia. Yeah, the world's gone mad. If you're polite to somebody, you get called out. You call somebody an idiot, you get called out. Call somebody a moron, you get called out. Choose not to argue with somebody that's agreeing with you for a change, you're a sellout. Fuck off. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. No, I did remove that moron thread because some people went into there and took offense to me being accused of using slurs. And they were like, you're a moron, you're a moron. Somebody actually typed the word moron over and over and over again. So I've removed the entire thing. I will endeavour to only call people morons that deserve it. Much love to you all. Beardo out.